Now we've got the data within the system. We've got two different systems, remember, that we used here on this tractor. We've got a thumb drive. That thumb drive exports or puts that information on the thumb drive, right? And then we're gonna have to pull that out to get it into a piece of software in order to get it into a CSV file. So Jeremy's gonna walk us through exactly where the inputs are and how to do that on this one particular system. So take it away, Jeremy.
All right, we're gonna start out on our 2630. So once we've got our data recorded, there are a couple of things that are important to remember before we export data. If you're actually documenting coverage, you need to make sure you've got that turned off. If you have it turned on, you may not actually get the data. The other thing you need to remember is once you go up to resources, let's make sure that you swap to a different field. So we can just simply hit new and push 1. So it's good because what happens is when we swap fields, it allows it to save that data. Once that data is saved, then we can export it.
Great.
So we simply take our thumb drive, go over to the right-hand side of the screen. It is important that you make sure that you have the thumb drive turned the right direction. There are two different ports on the side of it. Either one is usable. There just happen to be two of them there. As soon as the drive's plugged in, we see our data transfer box populates, and it says export data. We simply export. We can hit scroll down. Make sure that we always name it a new profile name. So for today, we're going to call it test. You can call it whatever it is you'd like. A lot of people are going to do this. If they're going to do multiple ones through the year, they're going to call it the date. So you can just call it pretty much whatever you want to do, the field or the date, whatever makes the most sense for your system.
Okay.
We push accept, our name populates, and we push begin transfer.
And this was from the documentation source, not from the manual source.
That's
so
correct.
Those lines that we collected while the tractor was running through the field, whether it was a straight line or whether it was a meandering all the way around, wherever that pad's going to be, it's transferring that data to the drive.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. So once you push accept, we simply pull our drive back out, and now we've got our data collected. Now, we've got another option. So if we were in a machine that actually has wireless data transfer, this machine is equipped with wireless data transfer. We see that it's inputting information through the Ethernet cable here. I also know that when I hit menu, when I hit GS3, I go to my memory tab. I see my wireless data. I also see that I have an auto export that happened on 2/15/18, which means it just happened when I changed fields. This also means that this elevation data and anything that we recorded was sent to my John Deere. So now it's accessible for us to pull that information off from there. So not only can we pull it from our USB drive, but we can also get it wirelessly from my John Deere.
So it's a more sophisticated method of getting that seamlessly into the system rather than having to manually put a jump drive in.
That's correct.
Okay.
The big thing to remember is what prompts this to happen is that we swap fields. So always make sure that when you get done in a field that you swap fields so that data will export properly.